appreciate it. Holy guacamole, there's 28 people in here. What? Big boo! Yeah, let's go! 36! Come on now, holy Christmas! 42! Oh! Holy criminy, 52! Let's go! Fucking Jack in the Box! Oh! Whoa! 57! Big boo! Let's go! Yo, what's good, fam? Oh, criminy! Oh, what is Gucci? Oh my God, 69, 71. Can you believe it? Holy Christmas! Yo, look at this. Yo, what is good, collective fam? Holy guacamole. This is great. Thank you guys for coming in here. That is fucking sick. Yo, wow. 78 folks in the room. 79 folks in the room. That is lit. Yo, what is up? Stephania Rochelle, what is good? Carly, what is good, fam? Mike, triple quadruple zero. Bacapril, 1898. How's goods, America? Bless it. Yep, sure. Hershey Tweets, what's good, family? Jay Massey, what's good? Huey Media, what's good, fam? Oh, holy fucking shit, there's 150 people in here. Whoa! Guys, fucking Jesus. Holy Christmas. Ricky, what's good? Jesse, what's good? Caters, Alice in Wonderland, what's good? Banana fucking salad. Dorothy in the building. Woke Nation, yo, let's go. Samantha Cope, what's good? 155 people, what's up? Holy guacamole, guys, fucking right. This is clean, guys. Thank you so much for coming in here. Fucking A. I am very impressed. Wow. Thank you so much. Emily, what's up? Carrie, what's up? Conservative Dominican, what's good? Sassy Sky Muffin, what's good? Taylor, what's good? Dallas, Boom Chamber, J-Mo, what's good, fam? GT Anward, 6%. This is my jam. Kyle Maxwell, what's good? GH Media, let's go. Yo, Slay, yo, fucking Slay Queen, let's go. Yo, Britt, what's good, fam? Dorothy, what up, sis? Yo, let's go. Holy shit. Yo, oh my God. Yo, I'm so appreciative that you guys are in the room right now. I really do appreciate it. I did not expect this number of people. 173 people. That is fucking amazing. So I'm going to do a couple things. First, I got a very large amount of questions that came through. I got about 20 or 30 of them that I'm going to go through. I'm going to do the best I can to answer them. And then I'm going to go and make an announcement somewhere in the mix here. So I'm going to get kind of rolling on the questions. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask them here in the comment box, and I'll do the best I can to answer them all. We got 185 people in here. Yo, Patriots, what the fuck is up? Yes, this is sick as fuck. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. Thank you guys so much. This is fucking crazy. I'm extremely surprised that we got so many people here. Naps is crushing. Demo Robert, what's good? Britt Lyons, what's good? Love Jalen, what's good? Dudenter, Kiss Me, Elizabeth, Samantha Cop, Marin is Jizz 27, Poop Camberwell, I'm gonna get you. Okay. This guy's dead. Let's go! This guy's fucking dead! Tommy B, what's good, fam? Summer Ings, Cali Conservative 2020, Nicole Nutella, what is good? 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 Yo, that's what's up. Yo, I appreciate that you guys came in here. I appreciate that you guys came in here at 10:04 p.m. So you know what I'm going to do? Instead, I'm going to flip it on you motherfuckers because I appreciate so much that you guys came in here early. I'm not going to make you wait for the announcement. I'm not going to do what all these other clowns. I'm not going to do what the lamestream media does. After the break, I'm going to tell you about what's really good. Fuck that! I'm just going to hit you guys, the true heads that came in here at 10 o'clock as I requested. I'm going to hit you guys with the news. So, I made my first real video that really popped off 8 days ago, which is pretty outlandish. My big announcement, the two big announcements are as follows. The first big announcement of two is I will be flying to Las Vegas this week to be on the John Bartolo podcast. That is right. This Wednesday, this week, I will be in Las Vegas, in studio, on the John Bartolo podcast. His last guest was Donald Trump Jr. Check him out, John Bartolo. First dude to give me a shot to hop on the podcast. Really, really appreciate it. I had a couple really, really big accounts repost me, and somebody messaged him, Tony, thank you so much, messaged him directly and said that you got to get this cat on the pod. So I'm so fucking thrilled for that shit. That's going to be super awesome. So check it out. I'll be in the studio in Vegas Wednesday recording John Bartolo podcast. Check it out. Follow him on YouTube, Spotify, and all other places, Apple Podcasts, and all other places that podcasts are consumed. Now, for the second announcement. I have two. Big Blue. Okay. The second announcement is the homie, Tommy Vext, that helped me blow this shit up. One of the key people, and has been such an awesome dude throughout this whole process. I'm going to be on the Deviant Gentleman podcast this Saturday, Los Angeles, in studio. Shane Vicko, Tommy Vext. I will be on the Deviant Gentleman podcast this Saturday in Los Angeles. That is the two announcements. Fucking amazing. Thank you guys for coming in here. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And the big thanks to John Bartolo for hopping me on the podcast. Big thanks to everybody that has reposted and shared all my stuff. Thanks to the 218 of you that came into this room. I appreciate that so much. Thanks to everybody that asked me questions. Fucking amazing. Thanks for all the support, for all the likes, the reposts, the shares, the comments. Fucking lit. John Bartolo podcast Wednesday. Deviant Gentleman podcast. Tommy Vext, Shane Vicko, Saturday in Los Angeles. Fucking awesome. Fucking awesome! Yo, there's a war on for your mind out there. These motherfuckers on CNN are going nuts! The fucking disinformation out there is off the fucking charts. This shit is crazy. Yo, we can't pay attention to these clowns. That's why stuff like this has a chance to get some traction. So anyways, I'm going to answer a couple of questions right now, and I'm going to jump on here and just do the best I can to answer these questions. So I'm going to go through what I've got, and if you have any other questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. I'm going to go through the ones that were asked ahead of time first, do the best I can to answer them, and then I'm going to go a little bit further in answering your questions here. Yo, from Canada, that's what's up. Thank you guys so much for the comments, the likes. We got 195 people in here. This is fucking amazing, absolutely amazing. So the first question is from Daniel D. Oliveira. Will you ever run for office? You know what? Fucking maybe. That would be amazing. I would love to do that. I think that would be awesome, especially if I could help people en masse. I mean, ultimately, I think that is the goal, to help as many people as possible. If I could be a person that could help defend freedom and support this great nation that we have, I would be more than honored to do something like that. So that is certainly not out of the realm of possibility. I still think I got a lot of time and a lot of experience to gain before something like that happens. But Bobby Sauce 2028, let's go! All right. Anyway, so next question is from M. Howard 2131. Who wins the election and why? Obviously, Sleepy Joe. I don't know. I don't know who's gonna fucking win the election. My assumption is based on the numbers. I just looking at the numbers. If you asked 10 people who they were gonna vote for, if 2 of them were gonna vote for Sleepy Joe and 8 of them were gonna vote for Trump, the 2 that were gonna vote for Sleepy Joe would fucking tell you, and the 8 that were gonna vote for Trump probably wouldn't tell you. So if you listen to how many people say that they're going to vote for Sleepy Joe, Shanghai Joe, Basement Biden, then I don't know. I think Donnie Baseball's got it personally. I think that the support is overwhelming. I think that freedom is going to win. I think that the silent majority stands with Trump. I think that every single thing that he's doing right now just more than obviously points to success, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go Trump. I think that that's the move. J Daniel 7906 asks, I asked who you supported in 2016. I voted for Donald Trump in 2016, and I am very happy with that decision. Kathy Shalaby, marry me. I'm a good fan, but thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Hershey's tweet says, I'm white. Does that classify me as a racist? Obviously, yes. Yes, you're a racist. Obviously, 100%. Chumby 84, have you seen the corrected CDC numbers of COVID? Fucking insane. Yeah, that is insane. So I know that the people that are watching this are very informed, but for anybody that does not know, and look, I haven't had the time to go really, really deep into the research on this, but I've seen a lot of stories about it, and it seems like this is the case. The CDC quietly released some numbers over the weekend that said that only 6% of all the COVID deaths in the United States, there's about 165,000 or so, only 6% of them actually died from only COVID-related deaths specifically. Now, I think it's fucking preposterous that this is like that this could be a surprise now, because they even the doctors, even in the fucking White House press conference briefings months ago, they were saying the numbers are goosed. They came out and they were like, yeah, they're kind of, they're not perfect. There's a lot of stuff that got fudged. There's a lot of people that got positive results that didn't even get tested. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but like, I gotta just say, like, all things and all pieces of information that come to you, like, question everything, do your own research, like, use the internet. Don't watch fucking CNN and MSNBC and CNBC. Go on Gaggle and hit the Gaggle and go to sources that you like. I'm gonna talk more of them. I saw another question. And go to places that you can find the real information. Look on Instagram and talk to other people. Do your own research, validate and verify that information yourself. But they've been saying that, look, if something is incentivized financially, for example, if a hospital is going to be paid $15,000 if you have COVID, $30,000 if you need a ventilator, $60,000 if you die or whatever of COVID, and all this shit, obviously there's going to be incentive for these numbers to be fudged. Not to mention there's a political bias that goes behind all this. I mean, it seems only natural that the numbers would be fudged. So I think that I am not surprised by this at all. The CDC came out originally and said that masks don't work, don't wear a mask, don't be a jabroni and wear a mask. And then they come out a couple weeks later and say, you gotta wear a mask. They don't fucking know what they're doing. They're asleep at the wheel. I think we just gotta, like I said, do your own research, do the best that you can to take care of yourself. Focus on what can be validated with you and your social circles, and do your own research. For the love of fucking giblets, is that so hard to ask? Anyways, all right, next set of questions. KM Newland, giving people more info on how you went about doing your own research would be helpful. Okay, so how did I go about doing my own research? So, look, I'm not going to say that anything is always right all the time, but I do think that you should keep searching. I think that you should really, to be completely honest with you, you should kind of just find your own sources. I'll give you some sources that I think are great, but really you should find your own. You should read and consume, and you should look around in as many places as possible. Google News, Google searches. Read the right, read the left, read everything. Zero Hedge is a great website. Zero Hedge. Luke Rutkowski, wearechange.org. Check out wearechange.org. Follow them on YouTube. Amazing. Louder with Crowder with Stephen Crowder on YouTube. Amazing. A lot of great information there. Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire. Ben Shapiro has a lot of great information. Again, I don't have to agree with everything to just consume the information from a source that's not the mainstream lamestream. I really like the Daily Wire. I think there's a lot of great stuff on there. I think a lot of the channels on Daily Wire are really great. Ron Paul has a daily YouTube video that he comes out with on his YouTube channel called the Ron Paul Liberty Report. The Liberty Report. Watch that shit. Ron Paul has a ton of great information. I would highly suggest that you listen to Ron Paul. He is absolutely amazing. Ben Shapiro, Daily Wire, Zero Hedge, Luke from wearechange.org. And the Liberty Report by Ron Paul. And also, if you want to be into the economy, Bitcoin, political stuff, I highly recommend the Peter Schiff podcast. Peter Schiff, SCHIFF. Peter Schiff podcast. I watch it on YouTube. Been following him for a number of years. I really, really, really highly suggest that you check that one out as well. Boz Mouse says, Bobby, we see you fixing up your property. Can we expect some hood roasts in the future? Yo, OG Bobby Sauce follower. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I will definitely be doing some more hood roasts. Definitely as I'm on the road and moving around, I will do some more of that. I've just been so surprised by how ridiculous shit is that I've been doing political stuff and commentary on current events and the in the economy and the government and all that other stuff. Fuck 2020. Fuck 2020 says beer or liquor. I really like sour beers. Sour beer is bomb, and I pretty much only drink vodka, so I'm a real big fan of Kettle One, and I really like sour beers. Finch Jake official N Willoughby 7. Why are you so funny? I got a huge kick out of your videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Why am I funny? I don't know. I just have been researching a bunch of shit, and it's so ridiculous that I think the material is funny just on its own. Rah! Quote the Raven. Do you get a lot of shit for the videos you make? Luckily, no. Luckily, I've been getting a lot of great support. A lot of the people that have been reaching out to me have been really nice and really friendly, and everybody has been cool as fuck. And I've got a lot of really, really good support, and it has been super awesome. So I haven't gotten a lot of shit yet, but it's only a matter of time. The woke mob is coming for Bobby Sauce. There's no doubt about that. Lollygagging Toad. Who do you think is really gonna? Oh, whoops. Forget that one. Sorry about that one. President MLR. How many MCs must get dissed? Obviously, all of them. Okay. Annie Green breaks. Is Trump going to win, and will the results be contested? I mean, if you just look at the numbers, you look at the YouTube numbers, you look at the Instagram numbers, you look at the live stream numbers, you look at his followers online, I think it's more than obvious that the silent majority supports him, and at the very least, they're consuming his content. I don't know who's going to fucking win any more than the next guy does, but, you know, an incoming president, generally speaking, has a higher likelihood of being elected again, especially if things are okay. Now, things are kind of crazy right now, but I do think that people know that, like, look, you got a 3-month mask mandate, or you have a booming economy and a high stock market, a lot of good jobs, a lot of low unemployment. I don't know. I mean, I think that people vote with their wallet a lot of times. And as much as people want to act like it's all about, it's all about this morality horseshit that they try to tell themselves, at the end of the day, like, people want jobs. You want to be safe. You don't want people to fucking blow us up. You don't want other countries to be fucking with us, which I highly doubt anybody's going to attack Donnie. This dude's been investing a crap ton of money into the military. So I just don't think that the likelihood that somebody would attack us is nearly as high. So are you going to be safer? Are you going to have more money? Are you going to have better jobs? Are you going to pay less taxes? I think that ultimately people are going to vote in that direction, whether or not they want to virtue signal now publicly and say that they support one when really it's probably a higher likelihood that behind closed doors that they might just toss one in there for good old Donnie baseball. Thoughts on the only 6%? The CDBC news is blowing my mind from Miss Melissa B. Yeah, it shit is crazy. I mean, I just talked about that, but absolutely ridiculous. Any documentary recommendations on what's been going on from I Mean Serial? I watch a lot of true crime documentaries, so I try not to watch too many that are like highly political, but I will say this. And I'm not taking a position on this. I'm not racist. I'm not taking a position on this, but there is a really eye-opening documentary called The Trayvon Hoax. It is about Trayvon Martin. You can look it up on YouTube. You can also go to thetrayvonhoaxmovie.com or the Trayvon Hoax. You can just give it a giggle. The Trayvon Hoax was really fucking eye-opening because when I first saw all the information about Trayvon Martin, I'm like, man, that's fucked up. Like, this kid got killed. Like, look at this picture of this young kid. Of course, through the lens of the lame stream. But that fucking documentary is crazy. The Trayvon Hoax was really crazy. I got that one from Peter Schiff. Watch it. Judge for yourself. I don't know, man. It certainly is crazy. And you know who's in that documentary? You know who's Trayvon Martin's lawyer? Benjamin Crump. And he's the lawyer for Jacob Blake. So I don't know, man. There's no coincidences. Yo, Mike Chavez, how do you get through to a triggered lib rationally for them to see the light? I wish I knew the answer to that. The best answer that I can give about that question is hand-to-hand combat. And when I say combat, I don't mean fighting. I mean one by one. Look, I believe that the world is changed by individuals. I think that individual people having individual conversations with other individuals has the highest likelihood of mass blow up. And I think that you just talking to them one at a time. One thing that I've tried to do, which has not been successful yet, but I think is the only strategy I think, is to ask them questions. Ask them questions like in a debate style that leads them down to realizing that their own answers or their own disposition is kind of ridiculous. So you ask them questions. And I think that when somebody speaks out loud, the things that they already were so certain were true, I think that a lot of them realize that, like, wait a second. You know what's really awesome is Change My Mind by Steven Crowder. If you watch Steven Crowder's Change My Mind, pretty much all of them, for the most part, all of them, he has got a really, really laser sharp debate skill, and he gives people the opportunity to chat, and then he rationalizes his perspective. I would really suggest you check out Change My Mind with Steven Crowder, Louder with Crowder on YouTube. I think that's amazing. So let's see. What else we got here? M. Swierdowski, who is your biggest inspiration? I don't really know who my biggest inspiration is. I think that I'm inspired by people that are out there doing things that I would consider to be heroic or different than others. People that are doing the opposite of what everybody else is doing. I'm really inspired by people that kind of like just go against the grain and don't follow what every other person suggests that they need to follow. I don't know that I could laser point it on a single person, but that would be my answer for that one. Jennifer Lee, Jennifer Lee LA Ferret, sorry about these pronunciations. Thoughts on Elon Musk Starlink? I don't really know that much about Elon Musk Starlink, but what I will say is that generally speaking, I do believe that Elon Musk is one of the smartest people alive. I think that a lot of the things that Elon Musk says are true and come from a very, very huge place of good. So I think that generally speaking, I think what Elon does is most of the time very good. I don't know about that. And here's the other thing. I have heard Elon Musk have a conversation one time where he talks about, look, if you believe that robots are ultimately going to take over the world and robots are going to defeat the humans, really the only way for a human being to defeat an AI would be for a human being to be part AI, which means like if you were to have a chip in your brain that allowed you to recite certain facts, do mathematical processes a lot faster, a human being, the soul, all of the stuff that makes us special and great and amazing and got us here in the first place, if you were to combine that with an AI, that would be the only thing that would be able to just defeat pure AI. So I think that Elon Musk has a lot of good knowledge, and I think that there's a lot of good things that he says that are worth paying attention to. I don't think that every single thing is fucking evil. I don't think that every single thing that you see, even though it may appear evil right out of the gate, I don't necessarily think that those things are always evil. So again, every single individual piece of information that comes across your brain, comes across your life, you need to evaluate each one individually, separate from all other pieces of information. Each individual one, it doesn't matter what it is. That would be what I'd say. Mike Teixeira, go Big Blue. No questions. Well, your content is what we all need in this fuck show year. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Props, Carter. I just want to say I appreciate your content. Facts all day, Big Blue. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Natalie C. Wynn, thoughts on Q election prediction. I don't really know all that much about that. I already talked about the election prediction, so I won't go back to that. But I don't know. I haven't had the time to research it, and it would be sloppy of me to give thoughts on something that I don't fully understand yet. I wish more people thought that way. Jenna Wyman visuals. Do you want to marry a redheaded woke English bird? I'm good, fan, but thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I also love the term bird. Let's bring that back. Yoli Q, why do people think that we have to vote for a certain race or gender? Fuck, I have no idea. I think that I don't know. I think that smart people don't think like that. And when you say, why do people think, I think that generally speaking, a lot of people don't want to pay attention to this. I don't think that they want to pay attention. I don't think that they want to think about this. It's boring. Most people don't care. And eventually they get to a point where they pay enough taxes and they're like, did I just send $20,000 in taxes to these motherfuckers? Like, let me take a closer look at what this money is being spent on. Like, I don't know. So I think that generally speaking that, intelligent people, which there are a lot of, and there certainly are a lot of uninformed people, but I think that intelligent people, I think that there's more and more of them than we think. It's just that, maybe they don't want to speak out for fear of retribution. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do in my own little way is kind of remove that stigma, at least for myself. LF3177, do professional sports bounce back after COVID and the protests as soon as next season? Fuck if I know. But what I will say is that there's gigantic stadiums. I think there's a lot of young, healthy people. I think a lot of people are kind of over this shit. And I think that ultimately, if you give people the ability to take the risk, I think professional sports will bounce back. I do think that people are going to go to those games. And look, the free market is the free market. If you sell me a ticket to a fucking football game and the ticket is $5, I'm going to go. And I think there's a lot of people that do that. And that's the beauty of capitalism, is it not? Capitalism, the free market. If you make the prices low, the demand will be there and people will show up and then it will slowly start to come back. So I do think that they will bounce back at some point. Denise Sassy, why do you say yas, queen, slay? Because you gotta slay sometimes, queen. I don't know if that's a serious question, but yas, queen is, I don't know, is that a serious question? But basically because queens need to slay. What do you think about the mask mandate? Refined. What do you think about the mask mandates, COVID-19 media coverage? I don't know. I'm not going to say that the virus is not real. I'm not a doctor. What the fuck do I know? And you shouldn't follow my beliefs on this anyways. I think that the media coverage is fucking preposterous. I think that it's more than obvious that they're full of shit about every single thing that they talk about. Anybody that pays attention can see how full of shit they are. I think that the mask mandates are crazy in a lot of ways. I think that me wearing a mask on a treadmill alone in the gym when there's nobody within 50 yards of me, I think is pretty fucking preposterous. But you got a virtue signal, Big Blue, these Dem-run cities, and Big Blue's got a fucking Gotta make sure that they show or save face. But generally speaking, I think that for the most part, nobody wants people to be killed. Nobody wants to be responsible. No one wants blood on their hands. So everybody's just kind of like waiting in the back, being like, I don't want to be the first one to pull this mask mandate and then have a truck driving around town that says I'm the murderer mayor or whatever. So I get it. It sucks. It's frustrating, but I don't know. I think that we're getting to the end of this, and I think it's gonna go away. KMC Dubs, does your political culture views affect your business? No, not really. Interestingly enough, my political views have actually, I think in a way, supported my business. And I think that, again, such is the beauty of the free market. All the people that I lose because of my political views, I think that I would gain by people that maybe support it and want to support it. A perfect example is that pizza place in Long Island or wherever it was, where they were hanging a Trump flag, and all these people started boycotting it. And then Trump came out and was like, "This place has good pizza, fucking hilarious." And I bet that guy's fucking cooking money right now. So who knows? Jennifer Lee, again, will you get vaccinated? Yeah, I mean, I got the flu vaccine. I'm certainly not interested in jumping on the coronavirus vaccine right out of the gate. Fastest to market vaccine in the history of fucking vaccines. I don't know if I want to be the guinea pig on that one, but look, I believe in vaccinations. I think that the science is there on that, and I think that generally speaking, that vaccinations are for the most part a good thing. I'm sure some people will not agree with that, but I do think that vaccinations are good. I'm curious as to what, are you still asleep? I'm curious as to what you think about the Kyle situation. I believe that's talking about Kyle Rittenhouse in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Look, I don't know. And I would not be following my own guidance if I didn't say, if I was to really weigh in on this, because I don't know. And quite frankly, I don't think that anybody knows. And everyone is yelling back and forth, and he's this and he's that. And look, I'm not as informed as some other people. There's a lot of people that know more about this. And video is video, and I've seen the video, but at the same time, like, I don't know. And I don't think that any of us know yet. And we got to wait for the facts. We got to let due process play out. We got to let the police investigate. We got to let them do their thing. To think that we know with certainty at this level, I think is crazy. Generally speaking, I know the guy was 17, which means he couldn't have the gun. I know that he crossed state lines, even though he lived close there. I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. But generally speaking, I don't know that I would just come out and say he's a fucking murderer. I don't know that he went out there to fucking murder people. Was it a good idea? Probably not. I don't know. But generally speaking, like Second Amendment, I saw people beating that kid, and I saw people chasing him with a gun. I mean, I don't know. So I don't know. Miss Rachel Valenti, are you married? No, I'm not married. Mama Mamilia Recia 2, what is your favorite book? I think I have two amazing books that I would recommend. Actually, three. Many Lives, Many Masters is an amazing book. Talks a lot about like life after death. Really, really interesting. Talks about like the probability that there may be a second life, or there may be multiple lives. That, I mean, I guess you could say matter is not created or destroyed. Life is not created or destroyed. Your soul lives on forever. You've lived multiple times. This may not be your first life. So Many Lives, Many Masters is fucking awesome. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho is fucking amazing. The Alchemist is great. And another one that is not quite as well known is 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. That's more of a business book. 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. I would highly recommend that one. I'm not like the most read cat in the stable over here, but I do think that that those three books are pretty amazing. Gary V's latest book is pretty good too. If you're into that type of stuff, social media and the thing. And then what's his name? Life After Death by I can't remember his name, but there's a book called Life After Death by a really popular guy whose name is escaping me right now, but it's called Life After Death. That's a really good one. Oh, Deepak Chopra, that's what it's by. That's another one that's really good. What is the Bobby walk exactly? It's the Bobby step. Yeah. Somebody asked me for a Bobby step tutorial, so I don't know that it requires a tutorial, but I will Bobby step before this video is out. Maybe it'll be the last thing that I do, and then I'll sign off. Why did I sliving? Why did I lose a lot of friends this go around for election time? Apparently I'm too right. Yeah, probably. Look, if somebody's going to not be friends with you because of your political points of view or your perspectives on really anything, then is that even really a friend? I mean, if you're going to lose a friend over something like that, then how good was that friend in the first place? Next. I think that shit is dumb. You can disagree with people. Any intelligent person would realize that you could disagree with somebody and still be friends with them. I mean, that's preposterous. What are your favorite sources or websites for information? Hard to sort out fact from fiction. Again, Daily Wire, Ron Paul Liberty Report, Stephen Crowder, Louder with Crowder, anything from Ben Shapiro, and the Ron Paul Liberty Report, Peter Schiff, and wearechange.org are all amazing. Smelly opinions. Oh, smelly opinions. That's very funny. I have a hard time determining what's real or fake news. Yeah, so I just did that one. InstaDan46. Please do more Lori Lightfoot. Duh, I needs my hair did. Yeah. Fucking front page of the Preposterous Post. Par Vegan. What is your take on vaccines? I just answered that one a second ago. I generally think that vaccines are good. Look, I think there's a lot of science to support that. But I generally think that vaccines are good. And look, you need herd immunity for vaccines to work. I do think that you should vaccinate your children. I was vaccinated as a child, and I'm fucking sick. So I don't know. Okay. Strong hand. How many clapping cheeks is considered an applause? Multiples of 2, I would say. Wide eye Emma, yo, who's under the table? Slobbies is under the table. That's an inside joke for all my CT fam. Appreciate that question. AJ Brown, what's your thoughts on the CDC releasing the new information regarding death rates? Yeah, I already went over that one. I think that shit's insane. It's absolutely insane. HK and Kev, why are people in fear of the media, and why are people in fear of the media, and why are they so brainwashed from the media? I think that people are brainwashed from the media because they don't want to invest the time necessary to get another perspective. If I fucking served you information straight into your fucking anus 24 hours a day, and all I had to do was just click to it, yeah, I mean, that's the easiest way to consume news. It just gets blasted in your face. You see it at the airport. You see it at restaurants. You see it as you're waiting for your car to get repaired at the repair shop. Fucking CNN is on there, and all these preposterous clowns like fucking Don Lemon. Oh! So, yeah, I just think that generally speaking, people think that that's real, and they're not. No one knows to research anything else until something fucks with them, and that's usually when people really become awake. So I think that that's why. So Mike Chavez again, what is your go-to data point for a Trump defense besides the Dem state COVID deaths or the economy? I think that just the totality of all the decisions that he's made. I think if there's a lot of different decisions that he's made over the years that have been good. I think that lowering taxes for one is an obvious one. I do think that he's increasing government spending tremendously. So not everything that Donnie does is always good. So I think that he certainly is not perfect, but as far as being America first, bringing business and jobs back to the United States, which I suppose you could say is the economy. I just think that generally speaking, having an America first mentality and getting us out of all of these bullshit agreements, like the Paris Climate Accord. Like, did anybody read the Paris Climate Accord? It's fucking malarkey. And the fact that he calls out all these big countries that don't pay their own way and pay their fair share. What he did recently with the Middle Eastern peace deal, I think, is amazing. What he's doing with prescription drugs, I think, is amazing. I think that there's just so many points that it's hard to convince somebody of something that they don't want to already be convinced of. So you just got to go hand to hand, walk them through the process, walk them through the conversation, and do the best that you can to wake people up one at a time. Because look, the value of a single person's perspective could be mega. A thing that I used to say back in the day is it doesn't matter how many views you have on a video. And I think I might have stolen this from Gary Vee or something. It doesn't matter how many people view your video, because you had one view and that view could be Oprah. And imagine what she could do to magnify that message. And maybe Oprah is not the best example, but that could be Donald Trump. Donald Trump could be the person that watches it. If I have 125 people in this live stream and one of them is Donnie Baseball, that dude, I mean, think of the magnification that could come from that. So I think that's definitely something to pay attention to. JMO Ranger, what would you rather, Biden or Hillary be the president if one of the two was to be one of the president? I would rather Baseman Biden over Hillary. I think Hillary is just a bag of hot garbage. I see absolutely no value to Hillary. I think she's corrupt as a literal fuck. I think she's fucking Hillary. I think she's full of shit. Yo, Clinton Foundation, 30,000 emails. This chick is fucking corrupt as fuck. What happened in Haiti? You fucking skank. Joe Murphy, 25, live baby. Yep, that's what it is. Matthew Jr., 3% of your followers should be banned. I disagree with that. I do not think that 3% of my followers should be banned. I don't think I'm going to ban anybody because I'm here for the dialogue. If you just shut out the voices that you don't like, that's fucking trash. I mean, this is supposed to be the free. We're in the town square. If somebody's going to say I'm a piece of shit, you have the right to do that. It's the First Amendment. That's what makes America great. You want to fucking slang me? Slang me, dog. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to ban anybody. The only time that I really think that I would ban somebody would be if they were being like mega racist or fucked up or just being a fucking asshole for no reason repeatedly over time. But I'm not going to ban anybody. You want to say I'm a fucking douchebag? You want to say I'm a piece of shit? Let's get into some dialogue. I'm hip to that. And I think that you guys should all think that way about how you converse with people that disagree with you. It's not, you're not against each other. This is just an election. At the end of the day, if the fucking aliens came down, there's no blue and red. There's none of this shit. It's just all of us. These are our fucking brothers and sisters. That's the thing. That's the thing that I wish was more prevalent is like, these are our brothers and sisters. These people that are out there in the street angry and mad and fighting and yelling and screaming. They are us. That's us. That's a piece of us. We got the same skin, the same blood, the same veins, the same bones, the same everything. These are our brothers and sisters. You shouldn't just be like mad and like, fuck them. We should be like, how do we wake these people up? How do we inform these people? We don't want to just go against them. We don't want to fight them. We want to educate them. And generally, I think that education and communication is the key to freedom. That's how all of us get better. That's how we all rise together. It's by helping each other, not fighting each other. Disagreeing. If you just say, I disagree, fuck you, that's what they do. So don't do that. I think that that's bad. So the next one I'm not going to say because I know that police officers are not really allowed to have social accounts. So I'm not going to put this person's name out here, but he said, or he or she, I don't know. Your thoughts on the police from the Texas State Police. That's what's up. I really appreciate it. A lot of people in the police department and their families have messaged me in the last week and thanking me and stuff, which I really appreciate. Look, I think that there's going to be bad people in all things. There's no doubt about that. It's just the nature of the world. The world is a constant fight, a battle between good and evil. That's how it's going to be till the end of time. If you look at things like the 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle, you're going to realize that there always has to be poor people. It just has to. That's just the way that it is. And 20% of the people are going to make 80% of the money. That's just how it is. It's a rule of nature. That's just how it is. So I think that there are the vast majority, with absolute certainty, of people that are police officers are great and amazing people. I think that they're heroic people. I think that they put their life and limb on the line to help other people. I fully, unequivocally support the police 100% of the time. Are there things that happen that are bad? Look, if you tried to tase a guy twice and he's got a knife and he's got a history of fighting with police and you don't know how dangerous, you don't know what this guy's got. You're telling me that I have to allow you to do whatever you want and risk my life? A police officer has to risk their life for you to fucking resist arrest? I think that that's so fucking preposterous. Look, the law is the law, and the police are there to defend us, all of us. That is why the cops are out there. They represent us. So we should always, for the most part, like I said, not in the case of bad situations, but we should support the police. They are defending our freedom. They are defending us. And I think, generally speaking, that the police are great. Every encounter that I've had in my life, for the most part, has been good with police. And you could say, I'm white and I have white privilege. And that may be the fucking case. I don't know because I'm not white. I don't fucking know, man. But what I'm saying is that the vast majority of police officers are good. I fully support the police all the time. And if you look at what they have to deal with people throwing shit at them and shooting things at them, these people have kids, these have families, they're at fucking work and they're not getting paid all that much. How fucking dare these motherfuckers fight with these people because they represent the state? You're full of shit. All those people need to fucking get educated. It's fucking sad. Flynn Trooper, will you go on Jersey Shore 2021? Fucking obviously I will do that 100%. What is your AJ Brown? What's your education? Where are you from originally? I have a high school education. I went to college for 1 year and just a little bit more, and then I dropped out to start my own business. I'm originally from Connecticut. I got sick of living in Connecticut, sick of the wintertime, and I moved to South Florida. I fucking love it here. South Florida is my favorite place in the United States, the only tropical environment and weather, and I love the weather so much. Dollface61315, do you ever give yourself headaches from all the crazy movements you do? Not really, but I have seen stars a few times and I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. I do sometimes get a little bit of stars in there. Okay, I think that's all the questions that I got. Let me just go back through. M. Twardowski again, how can I teach people to have perspective, to get my friends to question everything? Look, I think that generally speaking, that this is questioning everything is a learned behavior, and people have to get there on their own. And much like I said in my last video about being taught how to think instead of what to think, I think that you just need to share with people how to think and not what to think. And one of the best things that my parents did for me growing up is they never told me what to do. They made suggestions of things that they thought would make my life better. Like my parents pushed me into sports at a young age, and that helped me gain friends. It helped me be athletic. It helped me do so many different things that they didn't make me do it, but they gave me the option and they suggested it to me, and it made my life better as a result. So I don't think that you can teach anyone to have perspective. I don't think that you can teach someone to question everything. I think that you can only give people the opportunity to think for themselves by sharing with them the ways that you do it, and then ultimately letting them figure it out for themselves. I think that that's really the only way to do it. So, yo, it's fucking 10:41. Holy fucking banana salad. I really appreciate you guys all being in here. That's fucking awesome. So I'm just going to answer some questions here from the comments, and then if you guys want to stick around, let's rock out. Michelle, my parents were like that too. Helped me learn consequences and decision making. Absolutely, I think that's so important. The way that you get parented in the family household, the 2-parent household, or just a supportive family is so key. The truth will set you free. You can't be part of the movement. Please, for the love of fucking God, people, please start making those fucking videos and send them to me. I will fucking die. I will die if I see those videos. And I am telling you, if you guys start sending me Bobby Step videos, I will repost them in my story. I'm telling you. My mom's listening. She said, you're awesome, but tone down the language. No, fuck that. I'm not going to do that. What is a Kenneth? A Kenneth is, so when I was building the house next door, we built a spec house. My folks and I built a spec house, and I went over there and I documented it on my YouTube. You can see it on my gram if you scroll way back and look at my story highlights. And I started seeing pieces of wood, and I called all these things different words. So I called the pieces of wood Kenny Loggins, and then Kenneths, and then Kennys. So just Kennys. What's the next one? Were people requesting to see the dog? He's sleeping right now. He's doing a little snot. Hey, Bags! Yo, what's good? You want to come over here? No? All right. I'll try to get him before we go, but he's snozzing pretty hard over there. Nice slides. Thanks. They were fucking $15. Do not tone down the language. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to say what I got to say. The people want to see Biggie before you sign off. These stories are hilarious. All right. I'll get Biggie. He can look up. Hey, listen. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here. That's Biggie. What's up, fam? He's like, why are you doing this, guy? All right. There you go. Okay. Now he's going to walk around behind for a minute. When is the cabal going to get taken down? I don't know what that means. Love from GA. What's up? Thank you so much. Mandy Conroy, Biggie Smalls. Yes. That's Biggie. So Biggie is a purebred pit bull. I got him when he was 6 weeks old. And he is almost 15 years old, which is amazing. Does anybody else have any questions? Do you think the Dems are throwing the election to keep the unrest going? I think that they are most definitely trying to keep things mixed up. I think that is certain that they're doing that because any more chaos is basically a vote for Big Blue, because they can just be like, look, see, this is Trump's America. America's been around for 224 years, but this guy for fucking three years, suddenly it's his fucking world. I don't know. Biggie Smalls, my cat is Wesley Stripes. That's amazing. Yeah, so yeah, just Biggie, but Biggie Smalls also works. Also Biglet, Big Teeny, Notorious B.I.G. Straws, do you now carry the plastic ones? No, I don't. I just don't go to Smoothie King as much. Lisa keeps asking if you do stand-up. I do not, but I'm certainly open to it. Russia or China, which is a bigger threat? Fuck, I have no idea. My guess would be China, to be honest with you. Thoughts on Rand Paul leaving the RNC when he... Yeah, So, fucking A. So I'm actually going to talk about that tomorrow in my video. I already planned that one out. But, like, the fact that people are yelling at Rand Paul when he introduced the Breonna Taylor fucking justice bill or whatever. Rand Paul has single-handedly done more to support black and brown people than any other fucking, like, it's absolutely preposterous. It's a perfect example of people being uneducated to the facts. They just want to yell. They're young, they're emotional, they're mad at the world. And quite frankly, like I said, these are our brothers and sisters. They're mad at themselves. I mean, really, that's what it is. Like, think about it. You're 20 years old, right? You can't go to college. Everything is shut down. You have no fucking money. You're locked in your house. You're angsty. You know, you need to grip one out. And all this shit's happening. All your friends are all rallying together. You want to be part of the team. You want to be part of the squad. You want some purpose. And the easiest fucking thing to do for you to have purpose right now is for you to watch TV, see that Don Lemon and all these fucking jabrons support this shit. And you're like, fuck it, let's go. Let's fucking put on a mask and let's go out there and be a vigilante. And shit, when I was fucking 18, I was fucking hitting mailboxes with baseball bats, doing dumb shit, doing what dumb fucking kids do. I didn't know any better. I didn't think I was hurting anybody. And the sad part is that people are cheerleading this behavior. And I think that that's what it is. And I think if you take a really close look at all the people that are out doing this shit, they're young, like really young. Like that kid Kyle Rittenhouse was 17 years old. So I would wager that a lot of these people are just young, uninformed, and mad at themselves and mad at the world in general. And they're not even so mad at Trump. They're just mad at what's something to be mad at. And they're all, it's like that I forget what movie it is, but it's like, they're like, she's a witch, she's a witch, she's a witch. And everyone's yelling about how she's a witch. It's the same mentality. It's just like, if everybody fucking agrees and all your boys are like, fuck Trump, and you go to a concert and everyone's like, fuck Donald Trump. It's like, you want to be like, yeah, like, fuck Donald Trump. Like, fuck him. He's easy to hate. So it's easy to be on the side that everyone's on. And I think that generally speaking, people want to be part of a family. There's a really interesting book called Tribes. Sebastian Younger, I believe is his name. And it talks about how, like, we inherently as human beings, like, want to be part of a tribe. We want to be something that's a greater good, something that is bigger than us. And I think that, you know, riding out with all your homies to fucking defend what you interpret to be freedom makes sense, especially if there's nothing else to do. You got no money. You can't go to school. You're fucking broke. You're young. You're dumb. You don't know what's happening. All your boys are going to go out and smash cars. Hey, dude, if I was fucking 17, I could see how that would be fun. Like, let's smash some cars, like, in the name of freedom. Like, I get it. It's fucked up and it's terrible and it's sad. But again, these are our brothers and sisters. Like, this is our family. We got one human family. That's what we got. We don't know what the fuck this is. We don't know if this is a simulation. We don't know if this is real. I don't know if you guys are even there. You don't even know if I'm there. Maybe I'm just here to give you a message that you needed to hear. Maybe you're just here to validate to me that I got to keep doing what I'm doing. Who fucking knows? Like, really, who knows? But I think we just gotta do the best that we can to help the people around us, support ourselves, support our family, be healthy, enjoy your life as much as you can, and try to leave the world better than it was when you got here, and that's it. I don't know. Yeah, Monty Python, Search for the Holy Grail, that's exactly what it is. Do I believe that Chadwick was a human sacrifice? No. And I don't know either, and neither do you, quite frankly, but no, I don't. I think he was a guy that had a disease and he died, and it's probably as simple as that. But to even propagate something that we have no idea about, I think it's just is not productive. United, we are the strongest. That's absolutely right. The generation is bored. Yeah, I think that that's it. I do think that is the case. There's another really awesome thing that you guys should check out. Bill Hicks, the comedian Bill Hicks, does a really, really awesome stand-up. Google him, look him up. He has funny takes on reality and life. I really highly would suggest Bill Hicks. Reaction when Andy Frisella shared my video. Andy Frisella, for those who don't know, has like over 1 million followers on the gram. The guy appears to be huge. I had never heard of him before, to be completely honest. I'd seen those Arte Syndicate ads coming through, and I'd heard of Ed Milet, but I had never heard of him. But I was fucking floored. I DM'd him straight away, and I thanked him, and I appreciated it, and he responded back and told me to keep going. I was really appreciative, and I think that him, along with Tommy Vex, along with At Matt Florida Woman, were some of the first people that really got me cooking. No Donuts Here, Mitch Aguilar, sorry for the name. All of those people really helped me blow this up, and it's guys like that have really helped me go. Tony Sentimat was the one that, and again, I'm so sorry about these names. I don't have them in front of me. But he was the one that suggested that I go on the John Bartolo podcast. So I give him so much props. I'm just super thankful. I never would have thought that this would have gotten to this level. I've been doing this, fucking joking about this shit for a long time. And I've been listening and paying attention to this type of material for a long time, just for my own well-being, my own safety, and to know like what's bullshit and what's not, and be able to have a good barometer of what is truth and what is not. And all this stuff just kind of came to me. And this one day last week, I just made a video because everything was so preposterous, and it just blew up, 50,000 views. And I've just been trying to hit everybody with the facts as much as I can. And that's why you guys are here today. And I'm just so appreciative of it. And for anybody thinking about it, please listen to those podcasts. I'm going to do the absolute best that I can to like hit it with the truth, try to be funny, try to just keep sharing the love. And like, I'm just going to do the absolute best that I can to keep sharing the truth. And if I can make it enjoyable and you guys keep liking it, I'll keep going. I got so many messages this week of people thanking me and saying that I made their day and they haven't laughed that hard in a while. And it's so amazing. I can't believe it. And the fact that there's 112 people on here watching this right now is absolutely mind blowing. But you know what this is? This is a lesson. This is a lesson to all of you that a single voice with something of value to say can be broadcast globally, worldwide, more right now than at any other time in the history of human existence. You have the ability to broadcast globally from your fucking phone. Fuck. I mean, God, the power that we have now is absolutely insane. And if you guys have an opinion, voice it. Start making videos. Turn the camera that you have in your hand, face it at yourself, and say stuff. And your first one's going to suck, and your second one's going to suck. But by the time you do 100, 200, or 300, it's going to start hitting. And the more you keep hitting everyone with the truth, the more it's going to blow. And we need you. I mean, that's what it is. Because you know who's talking a whole hell of a lot? People that don't know a hell of a lot. But they're loud, and they're screaming, and they're broadcasting, and they're out there hustling. And that's why everyone's consuming that bullshit, because that's who's talking. So we need more people spreading the truth. And the truth is that we got to take care of each other. We got to love each other. We got to support things that are good and true and fair. And we got to just do the best that we can to be the best version of ourselves. And you guys, we all have the capacity to do that. There's absolutely nothing special about me. I'm just a random dude. So I don't know. I just think that everybody has the ability to go absolutely nuclear, go global at any moment if they just consistently push out the truth and the facts and things that they research and that they have passion and love for. Like, we can do it. You can do it. We all can do it. Like, change your own life, change your own perspective. You are responsible for 100% of what happens to you day to day. The decisions that you make dictate your life. And some people get dealt a bad blow. Like, you get struck by lightning, you get cancer, and these are things that are out of our control. But all the things that are within your control, you better control those things and do the best that you can all of the time. And it's not going to be perfect, and it's not going to happen overnight. But you just got to do the best that you can all the time, and try to support people and try to be good as much as you possibly can. And that's it. I mean, it's not rocket science. It's just seeking the truth and trying to be the best version of yourself. Dare to be great. Dare to do something that is beyond what you could ever imagine yourself doing, and just go and take action on it one step at a time. My dad had a really great quote for me a long time ago, where he basically said that the cumulative effect of moving several inches a day, every day, is far greater than moving several feet at a time once in a while. So if you just take small steps consistently over time, you will get to the destination that you seek with absolute certainty. There's no doubt about it. All of the greatest people in the world, the people that we look up to, the people that are heroic, the people that have statues, and the presidents, and all these other people that we look up to, Elon Musk, just a dude. He poops and pees just like the rest of us. We all can get there. We can all do amazing things. So I just say, believe in yourself and just keep pressing. Press as hard as you possibly can. But you guys, we need more people like you guys out there spreading the truth and sharing the truth, and we can change the world one conversation at a time, one individual single conversation could change somebody's mind that could magnify through their life forever. Like to think that people have told me over the years that I can now send to 102 people and those 102 people can send to 100 people. It magnifies. So, anyways. So we're almost coming up on an hour here. Does anybody else have any other questions? I'll go through a couple more and then I'll sign off here in 4 minutes. I've been told by my family to be careful with what I post because I could be targeted. I'm not afraid. I teach something. I made a difference. Yeah, you can't be afraid. You can't be afraid. There would be no Martin Luther King Jr. if he was afraid. So I mean, think about what that guy did, and think about so many other people like him. So you can't be afraid. We gotta just do the best that we can. That's it. Should the media be held responsible for keeping the riots going? I don't know. What do you mean hold them responsible? How are you going to hold them responsible? Arrest CNN? It's a business. I don't know how you can hold them responsible. The only way you could hold them responsible is by not fucking consuming that shit, not sharing that shit, and going on places like this and saying that is garbage. And the more people we have saying that is garbage, the more it goes away. Look, free market capitalism. Free market. People stop watching. They'll stop pushing that shit. Look, this is the thing. If you think about all of the bad and evil things out there in the world, like you think about CNN, the reason CNN exists is because people keep watching it. That's the reason. Free market capitalism. If nobody watched CNN, they would have no advertisers. If they had no advertisers, they'd have no money. If they had no money, they wouldn't be in business. And you know what they'd have to start sharing? Whatever people wanted to consume. And if that thing that they wanted to consume was the truth, there would be more truth. Facts right there. That is capitalism. You got to believe in capitalism. That's the promise of capitalism. That's what it is. It's that the free market dictates what exists. So you want to stick it to CNN? You want to put it right up there, fucking a news? Stop watching CNN. I watch it because I want to see how fucking full of malarkey they are, and then I turn that shit off real quick. Only uneducated people watch that junk. I don't necessarily think that that's true. I don't necessarily think that people that watch it are uneducated. I just think that they are complacent and that they don't necessarily think that it's necessary for them to seek the truth. Cliff, what up, dude? CNN, yes, that's what's up, man. Good to see you, brother. Why did you start calling Cardi B Cardi A? Because it's hilarious. Because of the exact same reason that you're even asking the question. Because it's like, wait, why did he call him that? I like making up words. I think I like being a linguist in that respect. My instant name came because I like to take naps. And here's another thing. I think a nap is one of the most luxurious things that a person can do. So if you're a person that takes naps, you're living a pretty luxurious lifestyle if you ask Bobby Sauce. Amazing what opening a DOJ investigation starts to bring out, especially in the New York Times article. I'm not familiar with that one. I love Cardi A. Yes, I also love Cardi A. Big Blue! Yes. Have you ever seen the inside of a poop chamber? I certainly have. Yeah, Jennifer, you've been asking me about this adrenochrome. I don't know. I have to look into that some more. I definitely have to look into that a little bit more. Yo, guys, I just got the notice from Instagram that I have 25 seconds remaining. Yo, guys, thank you so much. Please DM me if you enjoyed this. Maybe I'll do one every Sunday. Maybe I'll make it a habit. Guys, thank you so much for your attention. I love you guys so much. Thank you for coming in here. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for the support. And till next time, I really appreciate it, guys. Peace. Thank you. Yo, thanks for watching.